Okay, I'm gonna start here from collar sleeve. Okay, we're gonna square up. Okay, so connect to the shadow lasso, bringing our opponent towards us. To always bait him to use his front leg, because if he doesn't use it, I will always attack an omoplata. So he's gonna use his front leg right there, right? When he does that, now he opens another path of taking the fight. Okay, that is a de la Riva, in this case a Berimbolo. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna release the shadow lasso. I'm gonna hook with my left leg. Okay, toes up, everything tight. Okay, I'm gonna let go of the sleeve. Here I have two options. I can grab the pants, it's a very solid grip, but eventually I'm gonna let go of this grip, I'm gonna hack his leg all the way. So you can start here or here, okay? But because there's a lot of techniques that require the pant leg, we're gonna start here, okay? Now my right leg, turn this way please. Okay, my right leg is here on the bicep. I'm gonna use it now to push his right leg. I want him to go sideways. And also to give me momentum, okay, to sit up. Boom. Once I sit up, I'm gonna have this angle right here where I'm going to rotate my shoulders. Okay? Where my left hand that is grabbing the pants is gonna grab the shin. So it's gonna help me rotate. And I like a lot to keep the hand on the lapel to start bringing his shoulder to the ground with me. And I'm going to use this right shin to connect it right on his rib cage. So I'm gonna be here, one. I'm gonna use my right leg to kick him all the way toward my left side. I'm gonna stick out my right elbow. And also my left leg is gonna kick with my toes all the way to the ground. Boom! To force him to sit down. Once I'm here, see, I'm looking toward my opponent. But now I'm gonna end up looking toward the wall. Just that little transition of my head. See, I'm looking out to the other side, help me rotate. And now this leg can go and hook his far thigh. I do not like to go to a Berimbolo right now because I'm still too far, my hips are too far from his hips. So I'm gonna go and grab his opposite leg and I'm gonna bring my hips really close to him. Boom. And I like to keep the grip on the lapel to open him up later. Also, I like to keep a triangle right there to latch myself into my opponent. And my goal right now is to bring my right foot all the way to the ground, next to his head, or as close as his head as possible. Okay, where I have more leverage now to expose his back and see how his hips are on top of mine. That helps me, okay, now to go to a twister hook to create even more power. Right leg comes over, left leg helps me to turn his leg, where I can get the twister hook, and I'm gonna use that hook to push him all the way forward, to help him rotate. Get my hook, I like to pick him up so my left arm can go over the shoulder, but my head especially, bring it under his head this way, where I can have a really solid silver control, preventing him to try to escape from me. Now, one more detail, and the way you're gonna also force him to sit down, because there are guys who are really very strong. Okay, and sometimes just by kicking with your right shin is not enough. So sometimes you're gonna need to put your toes on the knot of the belt. One, and then your toes on the knot of the belt, so you can, boom, kick them to the ground. And after this, the same thing, rotate your head. And now you have a better extension, better angle, and bring your hips really close. Close the triangle, bring your right foot as close to his head as possible. Now you can even go for the hips, rotate. Twister hook, kick forward, grab the shoulder, you can pick him up to regular seatbelt control. Finish it right there.